So I just finished watching Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I have theory. Okay, first one being that, spoiler alert. First one being Yvonne. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Yvonne Lee from goddamn And Living Single. I thought she had something to do with goddamn production. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Her name ain't Yvonne, it's Yvette. I'm gonna go look it up. Sorry again. Anyway, at the end of season 1, episode 8, they were in the panic room. They were compromised. They was caught in a motherfucking jam. One of two things happened. Either they got because Jane said she only had one bullet. John said he didn't have none. But that man, John, is a trickery dickery nigga. I really think he got that heat on him. But either they got lit up by the white lady with the bob is bobbing on that white lady. That white woman's bob is eating. Or John hit us with the trickery dickery do switcheroo and blasted young queen 3 times with his ammunition. See, because one thing that John does with Jane that Jane doesn't do with John trusts Jane. I ain't even gonna say he trusts her. He trusts her enough to allow her to lead, so to speak. But he does intervene because he understands that Jane is impulsive. He trusts Jane to be Jane, which is impulsive. And he really accepts a lot of Jane for who she is. I think the only thing that he doesn't like with Jane is the parts where she resists him because of her own trust and turmoil. But he's pretty open in their relationship. Anyway, I think John had that shit on him. And he... But the only thing that makes me not believe that, which is my other theory, is that when the neighbor walked through the door and the house was still left open, that was the next day. Remember, John said, well, Jane's plan was to wait until nightfall. No, John's plan was to wait until nightfall to come for them to attack the people. But the neighbor came in the daylight, which means it was the next morning and their house was left unlocked. Now, I'm thinking 2 things. The neighbor was already staking them out, and he is one of them. Oh, it just hit me. He's the nigga. He's the HNIC. He's the man that's been calling the shots this whole time. Because he played the perfect little, inconspicuous background character. He just gets so lame and so, unassuming, unsuspecting, whatever. He played it too close for me not to consider him that way. But I still consider him being a part of the bullshit because he ran up in the house like, hey, I got a bug. On some, okay, the cameras is watching, let me make it seem like. Then he hopped on that phone with the people like, I think we're going to be able to move this sale. So he had to kill them to get this money from this real estate property because he's trying to sell their property out. And that'll be the only reason why I think that he's not the main guy, because why would you move them in the first place to move them out? But he knew enough about what was put in to the building to have me like, but this is the assassin, academy. Assassins kill assassins for just, assassinate. So you don't really always need no legitimate reason. You can put somebody in a position that you'll have to take them out of in the assassin world. I'm no assassin. Mind you, I'm no assassin, but I watched a lot of assassin films to just, pick up the politics. Anyway. Either the white man is the main dude, which would make sense again because he been flirting with Jane this whole time. And then the dude that they've been communicating with to run these missions up, he's been taking a likingness to her. Yeah, he's the guy. And I want you to argue with me, Donald Glover, because I'm ready for season 2. Argue with your mammy. I'm on your ass, Mr. C, Mr. G, whatever. Oh, yeah, for sure. Now, either the Smiths got up out the jam for next season, like they cleaned out and they just left all inconspicuous because they put the dots together how I just put the dots together as far as the next door neighbor really being, the dude, or we're gonna pick up with the family that infiltrated them, the John Twos, with the Smith Twos that infiltrated them. We're going to pick up on that, or we're going to get a whole new set of Smiths. And then somehow, some way, they're going to connect everybody down the line. Put me in a writer's room if you want to, because you know I got something up my sleeve now. If they did, like, ended up shooting it up, bang, bang, you know, Miss Mama's with the bob and got on, I could see that. And now they got to find out who tried to get them, but they connected who tried to get them, hypothetically. So next season could potentially be about them getting back at the square neighbor who's really the guy. Either way, I don't usually do action-packed shit, but you got me sold. Underlay on that production, senor. Middle end next year? Okay.